Hey sis, we're at the Basin Park Hotel tonight. One of the most haunted hotels in America. It's spooky season, spooky hotel, awesome. So come along with me. Let's have a spooky stay at the Basin Park Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. They have a fabulous bar if you've never been. Jack Rabbit's Whiskey Bar. They're open till 10, so yay for that, because your girl could use an old-fashioned. So beautiful. They have it set up for Halloween.
Can you leave the shutter, ma'am?
Oh, yes, I did. Thank you.
I was like, that's fine, I just didn't want to just. Yeah. And there was someone who got out of work, but.
Eric's ready for a good time. Eric. If you've never taken a ghost tour here at the Basin, it's really cool. This is definitely a more party vibe with their Notorious Ghost than the Crescent is. The Crescent has a more morbid story, but they are owned by the same people. And up here is a wonderful piece of art that shows their fabulous ballroom and how the ghosts from the past are dancing with the people from the now. And I think that's really fun. Kind of like in The Shining with Jack Nicholson. Great merch. Even in the elevator, they have these fantastic murals, stained glass murals. Looking for our room. And you can see right outside is the park area. I forget what they call this. What do they call it, Eric?
I'm not sure what they call it.
Like the town square?
I think it's
or
a town square.
They do a lot of like musical productions and like, I guess just people.
They have a little walking trail up the hill there behind it.
Yeah, they like to play music in this area. We saw a drag show there once. It was really fun. Yeah, they just do like a lot of artsy stuff down there. And Half Moon tonight, right after Move On. And we're in room 205 for the night. Not one of my favorite numbers, but you know, I'll take it. All right, ghoulies. Let's see. Which one are we supposed to do? This one or the other one?
Sure.
No, it's not that one. This must be that one. What will we find on the other side, guys? Let's find out. Ooh. Fantastic art everywhere. This is the Aveda Spa 1905.
I'll try the audacious herbaceous.
I am out of Meg right now.
Okay. Round
I'm
two.
sorry.
That's okay.
If the kitchen was open still, I could go back and get it, but they have the coolers and everything locked up, so I can't get it anymore right now.
So this is Jack Rabbit's Whiskey Bar. You can see, beautiful bar. Lots of tables, cozy spots, lots of gaming pool tables or billiards if you're extra. Lots of pool spaces. And then inside here is their game room where they have even more fun things. Let's check it out. So there's this game, which if you know that game, comment down below because I don't right now. Is it shuffleboard?
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. I'm a fucking genius, y'all. Jenga? Giant Jenga. If you want to capture your weight, they've got that too. Let's see what else. A plant and a chair. The chair's for the ghost, of course. Don't be rude. Long ass table for all the ghosts so they can have their own ghosty dinner party. We've got this cool thing. Oh, it's like an old-fashioned thing where you get the balls and you can throw them in the little hoop thing. That's fun. Skee ball. Okay. Roll and score classic. Checkers. A creepy door. This game. What's this game?
That's foosball.
Foosball. I'm not into sports ball, y'all. That's why he answers things for me. Because he used to be a sports writer. And I used to be a sports nodder. And still am, so. Here we have tic-tac-toe. They've got this game, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Hun, do you know what this one is?
I do not know what the dice game is.
Yeah, I know that's tic-tac-toe. I don't know what this game
I don't know
is.
what that game is.
Maybe it's a game for little miniature ghosts, you know, like just little bitty ones.
Yes.
That just get in there and just kick the dice, maybe. Be a fun ghost game. And then we have memorabilia all around. Congressman Claude Fuller, owner 1926 through 1931, and again 1955 through 1968. Fun fact, Eureka Springs, Arkansas used to be a mafia town. Did you know? And all the mafia from Chicago would come to Eureka Springs, and it was their little playground, and they loved the Basin. The Basin was a party hotel. And a lot of the ghost stories that we've heard on the ghost tour, and when we stayed here before, once like 10 years ago, it was about how it was a party hotel. There used to be a coffee shop. Did not know that. Basin Park Coffee Shop. That's pretty cool. Lots of cool coffee shops in Eureka Springs. Telephone from the Basin Park Hotel. And we have more memorabilia. These are the owners currently. They own the Basin Park and the Crescent. They're sister hotels. The Crescent, of course, has a much more morbid history than the Basin. The Crescent was, once upon a time, a cancer hospital run by a charlatan quack doctor named Dr. Baker. And he did many heinous things. I'll do a video maybe some other time on that. Gorgeous sideboard here. I think that's what it's called. Forgive me if it's not. gorgeous with all kinds of interesting things. You can look at these books for free. Look at it and put it back when you're done. But that's cool. You can check out a book if you like. I think you could probably take it to your room. Just put it back in the case when you're done. Don't be rude. Leave flowers for others to enjoy. Looks like they have some cool little books in here. And they have lots more memorabilia all around. This is one where they have a lot of different decorative plates. Other little things. Some old bottles. I don't know who Tom Walker is, but he apparently had a new and secondhand furniture business. Good for him. They have other games too. They have board games. You can play Mega Dominoes, Giant Uno, whatever this game is. I have no idea. It's like giant dice, or die, if you will. I don't know what the rings are for though. If you know what this game is, comment down below, because I have no idea. This stairwell. Really comfy couches, more memorabilia. Ladies, am I right? If you're a jazz fan from 1985, you would love it. Really cool old photos of the hotel back in the day. I love to look at old photos like that. This is one of Thorn Crown Chapel, which is also here in Eureka. Fabulous architecture if you haven't been. I'm not sure why it was the Hanson years, but oh, there was a Reverend Paul Hanson, and that was his trademark hat, coat, and walking stick. I don't know who that was. Again, if you know, comment down below. But that's cool. He seemed like a cool Reverend. They have some little miniature like dollhouse situations. The French millinery. That's very awesome. Look how cool. Little dollhouse. And then this is another one, like a little Christmas scene. It's very adorable. Santa. Look how cute. Gotta leave the cookies and milk out for him. He needs his sustenance, y'all. Lots of books. They tell you how to play skee ball, because I wouldn't know. So that's good that they tell you. Let's see what else. Eureka Springs, the city that water built. It was the 100-year anniversary in 1979. Founded July 4th, 1879, Eureka Springs was. If you haven't been, Eureka Springs is a very kind of hippie, witchy, very awesome little community in the Ozarks in, well, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Kind of up in the mountains, sort of. It's a little rustic. It's just so cute and quaint and cozy. Little cafes everywhere. Great drinks, great food, great people. More books. And if you didn't know, Eureka Springs was founded upon water. And people would come to Eureka Springs to take the water when they were sick. When back in the day when people were dying of tuberculosis and things like that, they would come to Eureka Springs to take of the waters. And that's why they called it Eureka Springs, is because when they were here, they discovered that they partook of the waters and they were suddenly healed, and they were like, oh, Eureka Springs. And was it the water? Was it just a placebo effect? Was it in their heads, or was it magic? But nonetheless, it's the city that water built, so it's everything's based on the water. Old medicine jars, a machete for some reason, or I guess a butcher knife, an old whisk. Old letters. Now they put their COVID mask from 2020 on display. Love that. It was such a horrible time, wasn't it? Having to wear a mask all the time. Those days are behind us, y'all. Just a lot of more memorabilia. Little bottles, little cups. The wonderful world of honey. It is a wonderful world. A sugarless cookbook. More water paraphernalia. Again, city water. Postcards. Very cool memorabilia. I can't tell you what this drink is called because I forgot. But Eric's is called Caught in a Pickle. As you can see, it has a whole pickle spear in it, which is pretty cool. I don't remember what mine's called, but it's basically like a play on an old fashioned. It has like pecan, vanilla syrup, cardamom bitters, I think, and bourbon, maybe something else, but it's good. And the pickle one is surprisingly not too picklish. It's pretty good too. I think it's made with Tito's vodka, pickle juice, and olive juice. Is that all?
Yep.
Okay, they're pretty good. The bar here is open till 10, but they stop serving food at 8. They also have a restaurant. It's called the Balcony Restaurant that's next door. Literally, like, you can just step into it. And we love that restaurant, but it closed at 8, and we're up here on an impromptu sort of an occasion, so we didn't get to go there tonight, but we do love that restaurant. I highly recommend it. Their burgers are great. They have Ozark Mountain nachos that are like a huge platter of nachos. Really good place. Can recommend. So, cheers, y'all. Ooh, spooky. This goes to the spa 1905 on the second floor. What were you gonna say, hon?
This is cool.
What?
Doesn't say the date, but that looks like 40s or 50s.
At Basin Park Hotel at Spring Street, Eureka Springs. So this was back in the day. Cool. Wardrobe Cleaning Company was right across from that. Finest food in the Ozarks. Bathhouse now open. This is an old-fashioned photo from back in the day when they used to come via horse and carriage. Look at the happy travelers. That guy looked happy, that woman did not, but some of them were probably happy. I mean, were women really happy in that age, wearing all the corsets and everything? And guys, it's kind of crazy to get up here, like even in a car nowadays, especially one that's automatic, not even stick shift. I can't imagine in a horse and carriage. There were no emergency brakes on a horse and carriage. Literally taking your life in your hands. Southern Hotel in Main Street, circa 1890. And like a lot of the stuff in Eureka Springs is literally cut into the side of the mountain like you see here. It's just like precarious. But cool and quaint. Basin Park Hotel drugstore. Oh, that's cool. They had a soda fountain. Jordan Drug Company. Used to play jacks down the soda fountain. No one knows what you're talking about, you idiot. You know how you talk to your grandma? To quote John Mulaney, we love him. He's amazing. We saw him in, where was it? St. Louis? Yeah, St. Louis. And we met two people tonight that were from St. Louis. They were cool. I didn't get their names, but they were cool. This is near Harding Spring, Eureka Springs. This was the White House Apartments. And some fine jazz looking folks in the 1920s, it looks like, that were here for a fun time. Maybe they even stayed at the Basin. This is the bathroom. I'll be in here for just a second. Eric. So let me show you the bathrooms in here. It's a bathroom, yes, but something interesting is that the toilet thing is way above the toilet. See? And you just use this little string, this little metal pulley thing to flush. This is how they used to be in the Victorian era / Edwardian era. And it's cool that the Basin uses that too. I think that's neat. And they have some more memorabilia up here. Just little newspaper trimmings and such. Here's me. Hi. In my Stevie Nicks shirt. You can't really see it, but it's a Stevie Nicks shirt because she is the queen. All love to Queen Herbie though. She is also a queen. We're all queens, y'all. All of us. Callahan Cottage. I guess this is in Eureka somewhere. Yeah, in Eureka. So many cute Victorian, Edwardian sort of homes in Eureka too. So cute. A lot of them are open as Airbnbs that you can rent if you desire. Some of them are as cottages, some of them are as actual just Airbnbs. Pretty cool. And this is the Eureka room. I think this is just part of the hotel. Well, not obviously it's part of the hotel, but I think it's part of the restaurant, part of the balcony restaurant. And yeah, just some more memorabilia type things. Tourist in 1935. Cool. It's weird to think about people from back in that time, like how really similar to us in the modern age that they were. You don't really think of them that way. You don't really think of your grandma as, you know, gettable back then. You know what I mean? But she probably was. She was probably like hot, you know? You don't think of your grandma that way. I sure don't. But she probably was. The Sun Parlor. I don't know if that was here at the Basin or somewhere else. Perry House and the Flatiron in Eureka Springs. And everything in Eureka is kind of built on top of each other. If you see any ghosties in my video, do let me know. I always like to take a stairwell shot. And we're gonna go back up in the escalator and the elevator. This is talking about the spa in 1905 on the second floor. You can book all of your stuff. And we're back at the spa. You can book all of your stuff that you would like to have done. I love that painting too. I think it's so cool. Never had any services here at the spa, but it looks really cool. They use Aveda products, apparently. And this is the Quiet Zone Spa Collection rooms. Quiet hours. Oh. Spa deck is around the corner, third floor on the left. Okay. So you have to, you can book a, I guess you can book a room in the spa area, but you have to have like a special code or something. So I don't guess you can just walk in here. Let me try it. I doubt you can though. No, not working. No, you have to have an actual code, I think, which we don't have. So we should not be going in there, but it looks cool. Very haunted. This is the moss room. Ooh, that looks nice. The moss room. Looks like some cool stuff. Ooh. Looks very sort of hauntingly inviting. That looks cool. We're on the second floor right now. Here's another shot of the park area outside of, it's like out right outside of our window. I heard a story one time. Somebody said that they saw like a Civil War type figure come from the park. I don't know, but the whole town is haunted for sure. But really cool. Haven't stayed at the Basin in about 10 years, so it's interesting. But the whole town is neat. Cool chandelier. Okay, we're gonna go try to find ice. Not vanilla ice, just regular ice. Eric has the sneezes.
It says the ice is ice machine's out of order. You can get ice at the front desk.
Okay. Do you want to go get ice at the front desk?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to stay up here? And...
This is the third floor. The third floor is supposed to be the most active in the hotel. It smells a little musty up here. Hello. There's another. Do you remember what floor we stayed on before when we were up here?
I do not.
I don't recall. There's some old-timey folks. Eureka Bakery. Cool. All right, so we're gonna do a room tour real quick. Nothing crazy. A refrigerator, that's our ice that we just got. A table with a lamp, pretty lamp. There's a king size bed. We upgraded to the king size because I love my own postal code. And slightly cheaper for the queen size, but I'm for no kings except in beds, you know. You need a king size bed. There's another little table with a little book. I guess it's like a book you can sign maybe, or just, let's see. Oh, it's just like a book about Eureka Springs. So you can look at that if you want. That's cool. A couple of glasses, little note for the maid, or I'm sorry, the housekeeper. You have a hair dryer, an outlet, towels and washcloths, little cups, just a regular sink with a soap dispenser, little mirror, little thing to put a few little things on, little doodads, and this creepy looking door and half door. I don't know what those are for. That one has no handle, weird. And this one is very short. I'm 5'4" 3/4, and like, if I were much taller, I would hit my head on the top of this door. Oh, you can open it. Oh, it's a closet. Okay. A little hot in there. I was in the closet once, in the broom closet, and I got myself out. Thank you. I'll be here all week. And I think they must use some sort of like heating element. Maybe that's what that pipe is for. It's a little bit warm in the closet, which is not unusual because it's enclosed. Little bag to put your dirty clothes in, I guess. Some hangers, a little extra blanket if you get cold, little luggage rack to put your stuff on. If you are into ironing, they have those things. I'm not, so I have the viewpoint on ironing that if it needs to be ironed, it's not for me. And then a chair, always the rando chair in the corner, and then just some blinds and some curtains. And no, that's not a ghost, it's just because the AC is blowing right there. We have a table. You can see we got some Chick-fil-A earlier. Just a little table to hold your stuff. Little TV, another window. And this is a short little door too. I think people were shorter in the Victorian and Edwardian era. And I love like the knobs. They have cool knobs in old hotels and houses. Love that. Small little bathroom. There's one window, single toilet, but with plenty of towels and toilet paper. They did like a little rose. That's nice. Little trash can. Nice tile. Toes. Thank you. And shower with an actual door. Love that. They have body wash, conditioner and shampoo ready to go for you. Looks like a nice little shower. No creepy tub. Everything looks very clean, and love that they have an actual door. I don't know about you, but I hate a shower curtain. Hate it. So, very nice. Oh, check out the light fixture. I like that. Looks very shimmery, like crystal. They have a little knob to put your robe or what have you. And over here next to the door, well, at the door, they have that old-fashioned sort of knob. And it literally, like, you use this to open it, and it's also like a lock. And then they have another deadbolt, and then another, whatever you call this sort of a lock. Little old-fashioned. Nice. And I'm clear sentient and clear audient. I don't feel anything weird. I do feel energy, but it doesn't feel like negative. Maybe interested, but I don't think it's negative. We'll see what happens tonight though. Stay tuned. This is the Barefoot Ballroom at the Basin Park Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And as you can imagine, this is where they would have had their balls, their soirees, their dances, and apparently they did them barefoot. Beautiful ballroom. I heard an interesting story from a fellow travel goer last night they were telling us that she had been in this ballroom, and she's very sciencey. She doesn't normally believe in woo things. And although I think absolutely they are one and the same, it just depends on, descriptions and stuff. But anyway, she said that while she was standing in certain parts of the ballroom, she felt very weird, like almost sick. And she said in some parts of it, like the floor felt spongy, which is weird because this ballroom has been used for, a long time. And it's very well, this is an old building, but it's very well constructed. Anyway, the ballroom is obviously very well constructed. So there's nothing structurally wrong with the floor. She kind of described it as like she was like stepping into a portal in which people from the past might have been, waltzing through, and she just happened to step into their timeline because she stepped in that spot. Weird, but it was a cool story. I personally haven't experienced anything weird like that in here. When we took the ghost tour here, they actually met up here in the ballroom. They had a creepy little doll right in front of those brown doors right there, and it was like spinning around or something, and we went in through the doors, and that's where we started the ghost tour. That was interesting. But yeah, walking around here, I don't see anything weird. I don't feel anything weird. You can see that's one of the old bathhouses down there, Basin Spring bathhouse. I will say we had an interesting night. We had an interesting night. Eric sort of got like a panic attack, and I which is odd. And I think it was just, he was feeling the energy here, and he doesn't normally go in for, you know, he's never experienced any kind of ghosty thing himself. So I think he was just feeling the energy. And then I would like try to go to sleep, and I would just it's like I could hear this very loud, because it's everything creaks in this old hotel, and everything creaks and it's very creaky, and which is to be expected. It's a very old hotel, but everything is creaky, and they have an air conditioner in the room, but it's very loud, and a fan also, and that makes more vibration and creakiness. But every time I would try to like go to sleep, like I would it's like I could hear like 1920s style jazz music very loudly. And it's like they were having a fabulous party here in the 20s, like they used to have had, and it was very loud and raucous, and it went through the whole hotel, and it's like I was tuned into that frequency or whatever where I could hear it. It was really weird, and like it was so loud. And in one way I was like, I wish this would shut up so I could go to sleep. And another way I was like, this is fascinating though. So that was weird. I did hear a couple of weird little knocks and things in the room. A couple of times the bed felt like it was vibrating, but again, it's very creaky bed in a creaky room. Could have just been because of vibration somewhere else that was, you know, making it feel that way. I'm not sure. We did have an instance in the bathroom where we were just out in the main part of the room talking, and I all of a sudden heard this like little slam in the bathroom, and I went in there and looked, and nothing could have made that sound except for the shower door, which I thought I had closed all the way, but maybe I just closed it at the top and I didn't close it at the bottom. I don't know, but that kind of startled me a little bit. But interesting night. It was an interesting night. Didn't see anything, but I definitely felt some things and heard some things. But it was interesting. There you can see the park in the daylight. Nothing much happening there right now. I mean, it is a Tuesday morning, basically, still in Eureka. So not a ton of traffic. It is Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue in Arkansas this week. So you can see down there is already starting to be a few bikes. There will be a lot more during the course of the week. So if you're coming to Eureka Springs, if you love bikes, if you love, like, you know, bicycles, or I'm sorry, not bicycles, motorcycles, now would be a great time for you to come. But if you're not so into that, you may want to wait till at least next week. October is a beautiful time to come though. All of these trees would just be lit up. It's a little early yet for us for our colors, but they are coming. But beautiful vantage point from up here. You can see just staircases that go everywhere, carved into the side. Somebody's car alarm. But you can see Here in the ballroom, they have all this stained glass everywhere, just gorgeous. What a thing it would have been in the 20s to have attended like a fabulous ball here. That would have been really cool. And they have some old photos, 1917. These people look very happy. This talks about the barefoot ball. Celebrities prepare. I guess everybody just takes their shoes off before they have a ball here. Also probably saves the floors too. That's a good point. John Paul Hammerschmidt was a good friend of mine. Is that how the song goes? Another ball that they had at one point. Lovely maiden there. I guess this is the shoe rack for everybody to put their shoes on. Heck, leave your shoes here. It looks like that says. That's cool. I do like the thought of a barefoot ball, although I guess the musicians weren't barefoot. Joe Parkhill on drums. This is talking about a baby grand billiard or pocket billiard table. That's interesting. Interesting. 1914 from Good Housekeeping magazine. Anyway, excellent little stay here in Eureka Springs at the Basin Park. If you come to Eureka Springs, definitely check it out. We love the balcony bar restaurant here. Great restaurant. I can recommend several great restaurants here in Eureka. If you're interested on a video on that, let me know. And keep it magical. This is the Basin Park Hotel where we stayed last night in the daytime. Pretty chill up here in Eureka on a Tuesday afternoon. You can see how tall it is. Up at the top is the ballroom. You can see the colored glass